Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and I make vlogs here on YouTube. I am so excited for today's video because I filmed a video around this time last year for my 2025 goals. I thought it would be a really fun idea to watch it together and see how I went, if I achieved the goals. I can remember majority of them and I was actively working towards them throughout the year, but I'm not 100% sure if I achieved all of them because I had some big changes that were kind of unexpected this year. I moved into this apartment and there was a lot of costs that I didn't expect. So yeah, I'm not sure, but we can find out together. I always find this a really fun time of year to just reflect and also to look forward as well. So I'll be looking at these goals and seeing how I went and then using that to make some goals for the new year as well for 2026. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am so excited to watch last year's video. Okay, hi guys. You now join me from my PC. This is a setup I'm actually very used to because I used to stream gaming online, but now I make YouTube videos like this one that you're watching. I have my coffee ready to go. I need to find this video. So let's see. Okay, I've got the video up. I've got my coffee ready to go. Let's set goals and make mood boards for 2025. I'm kind of nervous for some reason. This was also filmed in my old place. I used this mood board as my background until literally last month. Good morning. It is currently the 29th of December and I thought it would be the perfect time to sit down and talk to you guys about my goals. It is the 20th of December when I'm filming this, by the way. Goals and just goal setting in general. But for this part of the video, I just thought I'd quickly run through what I've set my goals as for the new year. Usually when I'm setting goals, I sort of have a think about the past year and think about things that I've really enjoyed and loved doing and maybe that I think I haven't been doing enough of, and also things that I just want to change in general. I think I'll be doing the same this year as well, by the way. Writing these things down as a quick little draft can help you put together actual proper goals that you want to work towards. I have 4 categories that I've split mine into, and that's health, financial, hobbies, and just general sort of themes that I'll be focusing on for the year. So I'll start with health. I have quite a few goals under health because I think it's something that's really important to me, especially. It's still very important to me. At the moment, I just want to be feeling really good. And the first one is to average 8,000 steps for the year. Ooh. In 2023, I averaged 6,900 and in 2024, I averaged 7,200. Okay. Let's have another look at that. Let's see what my average for the year is. I'm so close, you guys. I am so close. I am currently averaging 7,906 for the year. I'm going to say that I achieved that goal because I truly am so close and I'm only 100 off a day. So I'm going to say I achieved that one. And yeah, I feel like I really focused this year on getting my step count up. I also did a step challenge a month or 2 ago with work, and that really got my step average up. And then after that, I've kind of fallen off a little bit because that step challenge was really crazy. Like some days I was doing 24,000 steps and yeah, I was exhausted, but I did do it. And yeah, I think that for the new year, I'll probably aim to average around 8,000 again. And I think it's definitely doable to average 8,000. So that's my aim. Doable. Another one is to do Pilates twice a week, which I've started doing recently, and I just want to stick to it because I love Pilates and I love how it makes me feel. I'll also sort of include clips every now and then just showing you all the different things that I'll be doing. I'll probably be doing the same for this video as well, just including some clips. But I did not end up doing Pilates twice a week because I actually ended up moving in June, and there's a gym in this apartment block, so it didn't make sense financially for me to continue to pay to do Pilates when I could go to the gym for free. So that one, I definitely worked out twice a week, probably more. So I would say that's a success as well.
Drink 3 liters of water a day. Also, a lot of these goals, I did the 75 soft challenge this year, and a lot of these goals sort of come from doing that as well. It was a good way to work out things that make me feel good and things that I want to be doing more often. On Christmas Day, I
probably did drink around 3 liters of water a day. I find water something very easy. It's funny, my water bottle's empty. I will go fill this up. I find water intake a very, very easy goal, to be honest.
Went to the beach and I did a 3-kilometer run, and then I just went for a swim after, and I loved it so much that I decided I wanted to try and do that at least once a month. So I popped that on there as well. Another one is I want to run
stick to that.
10 kilometers again this year. I've only done that once in my life, and
I did run 10
that
kilometers.
I was just never going to do it again because
my longest run for the year was 17 kilometers. So I think I also did a 10 kilometer, an 11 kilometer, and a 14 kilometer run. So definitely achieved that goal.
I didn't really enjoy it, but I do want to focus on running this year as well. So yeah, 10 kilometers. I'm actually excited for it as well, which is funny considering how I felt the last time I did it. Another goal is to eat more fresh and whole foods.
I would say I did do that this year, yeah.
This is something that I've been working on this whole year, but I think I can still do better at. And stretch 5 minutes a day. That's another one that I got direct.
I do this almost every day. And sometimes I do it more than once a day, so yes.
Directly from my version of 75 soft. So yeah, that makes me feel really, really good. So I definitely want to be doing that. And then my second category is financial. So I'm not going to go into the figures, but I just have 2 goals, and I want to grow my savings by a certain amount, and I want to.
So the amount that I wanted to grow my savings by, I did not end up doing because I ended up moving. I ended up readjusting my savings goal after the move, and I did achieve that from June onwards. So I am pretty happy with that.
Grow my share portfolio by a certain amount. So that's my goals there. And I think I need to.
My share portfolio ended up growing more than I expected. So that is a huge win. I am really, really happy with that. Yeah, my financial goals, I ended up achieving them, I would say.
Work on the actual figures as well, because sometimes I think I lowball myself a little bit and I get surprised because I can actually save more than I thought. Anyway, I need to work that one out. My third category is hobbies. So I have quite a few under here, and I might just go in and sort of finalize these.
Whatever this is, I don't think I
have a few under there that I'm not sure that they should be under this category. The first one is to read 36 books, which would be
36 books. I don't think so. I'm going to open my Goodreads and let you guys know. I wish Goodreads was a bit easier to navigate. Okay, I read 14 books. But honestly, that's more than one a month, so I think that's pretty good. I'm not too bad about that. And most of the books I read this year were also very, very good. So
books a month. Towards the end of this year, I was reading around 4 books a month. So I think 3 books a month is definitely doable. And another one is to start a book club. My friend Claudia actually told me that I should think about doing this because I have a lot of friends that love reading. I think it would be really nice, especially because another one of my hobbies goals is to host more lunches and dinners.
I did do that.
So I could kind of incorporate them together and do a book club that is also hosting.
Mick and I are always hosting people here for dinner. So I did do that, but I did not start a book club. I think I did read a few books at the same time as my friends were reading them, so we would chat about them, but I didn't actually host a book club. And I'm not sure. Maybe it's something I could do in the new year. I'll see.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If I end up doing that, I'll definitely be filming them and putting them on YouTube, so
Didn't happen.
keep your eyes peeled. And talking about YouTube, another one of my goals under hobbies is to post a YouTube video once a week.
I think I did
and post 3 TikToks a week.
Didn't do that.
So I just want to be really consistent this year and just see what I'm able to do with that
Consistent with
consistency.
YouTube,
Final
yes.
one is play more tennis. Yeah, I just want to play more tennis. I find it really fun.
I still want to play more
I
tennis.
enjoy getting better because I'm quite bad at it. So my last category,
I only played tennis a few times this year, but I loved every single time that I did, and I do plan on playing more tennis next year.
which is not really a category, but more so just broader ideas that I want to focus on this year, is the first one is travel. I put travel on the back burner for a bit because I just wasn't in a financial situation where I was able to travel as much as I want to, but this year I am, and I really, really value what travel brings to your life, just all the experiences and everything. So I have a few plans. Some are set in stone. I definitely want to go to Europe for the European summer.
If you have watched my other videos, you would know that I did end up going to Europe. I ended up going to Rome, Malta, Paris, Amsterdam, and London, and I had the best time. I was so happy that I ended up going. I did the first bit of the trip by myself, so that was solo traveling, which was Rome and Malta. I had never been to Malta before, and I had the best time ever. And then after that, I met my family friend Chloe in Paris, and we traveled the next few weeks together, and it was just the best time ever. I used to live in Amsterdam, so going back to Amsterdam was really, really fun, and visiting all the old spots that I used to love so much. So yeah, I'm really, really glad and grateful that I got to do that.
That's basically 100% locked in. I just need to book my flights. I will be traveling to South Australia to see one of my best friends, and I
did travel to South Australia. We did a girls trip there in May, and it was so, so nice. It was just like a classic girls trip, and we just had the best time hanging out and playing board games and playing Mario Kart on the Switch. Just a really, really wholesome trip with my friends.
I think I want to do like an American trip towards the end of the year. So yeah, and there's also one more place, but I don't want to mention it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, and I don't want to get the person who lives there excited if I'm not able to do it. And then
so America did not happen. I don't know who I thought I was, but I did not have enough money to be going to the US. But I did end up doing the other trip, and it was to New Zealand to visit my friend that lives there, and I had like truly the best time. We went to Auckland and to Lake Taupo, and guys, that trip, if you've never been to New Zealand before, like, you have to go. It is truly just one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. The landscape and the nature is just like, it's honestly unbelievable. It feels like you're living a fairy tale when you're there, and it's crazy. And especially if you're Australian, it's so close and easy to get over there, and yeah, just loved it so much.
The last sort of theme that I want to focus on for the year is just learning and growing as a person and as a friend. I had a lot of things happen this year that sort of just threw me for a loop and was a huge lesson and made me sort of, I don't know, just doubt who I am. I want to be really confident in who I am and what I stand for, and I don't know, just sort of find myself again. I think this year was really difficult, and a lot of things happened that I didn't expect to happen, so
I think I achieved that. I do think I achieved that. 2024 was a really difficult year for me, and I was just working out a lot of things in my personal life, and yeah, it just really affected my self-image and all of that. But I think that it honestly it makes me quite emotional looking at this version of myself and how uncertain I had become of who I was. But I think I'm definitely on track to getting all of that back, if not already having it back, because I just feel so different. I have such a confidence in myself and who I am and my values. And yeah, I think I learned a lot about myself during that time. And yeah, I feel like I've come out the other side of it feeling so just, yeah, sure of myself and a lot happier as well. So I think that is a huge win. I think you can probably see the difference in the way that I'm speaking in that video and the way that I'm speaking now. I've come a long way, I feel. So yeah, it's been such a great year, and I feel like I've really learned a lot. So yeah.
Goals, and I've just got them in my notes app on my phone, and I want to put them into Notion and sort of solidify them. I think later on, either today or tomorrow, I'm going to make some mood boards on Canva, so I'll film that for you guys as well, and you can get sort of the bigger picture of what I want next year to look like. So it's much later in the day now.
You can hear I have the fan on in that clip. It's horrific.
And I'm just sitting down at my PC. I've got my...
But yeah, I just spent the next part of this video just mood boarding and making my little mood board for the year. I don't think I really need to go over that again. I think I am going to do that again this year, but not in this video. But yeah, and then I think
before I end off this video, I wanted to have a quick chat about goal setting, and
I have no idea what I have to say here. Let's see.
And why I think it is so important to set some goals for the new year. Think of how many thoughts you have in a single year.
Think of how many thoughts.
These can be really chaotic and they can seem really overwhelming if you have a lot of things that you want to change, but writing down these thoughts and setting some goals based off them can be a way to make this no longer an overwhelming thing. It just gives you something tangible and something concise and almost a plan to be able to work on these things. I was listening to Emma Chamberlain's podcast, and she described setting goals and resolutions as planting a seed for yourself, and I completely agree with this, because I think that even if you're not achieving all of these goals that you're setting for the year, you are planting the seed, and you are even subconsciously just bringing these things to the front of your mind. And I think that really impacts the way that you would make decisions for the rest of the year as well, because you're just taking that extra step when you're making a decision and thinking, is this working towards my goals? But yeah, in saying all of this, I know it can seem overwhelming, and I don't think that setting goals does need to be an overwhelming thing. And I hope that if you are making time to make goals for yourself, to also make time just to focus on your happiness and making memories with friends and family, or even if you're making memories by yourself, if you're going for walks and taking yourself out on little solo dates. I just hope that you take the time this year to just really focus on what makes you happy. Yeah, I think that's it from me. I hope you guys...
I completely agree with everything that I said there. I think that, I think it's always fun to reflect and to make new goals as well, but it's also important to make sure that you're focusing on just being the happiest, carefree version of yourself as well. So yeah, I'm really grateful for the year that I've had, and yeah, I'll see you guys properly in the outro for this video.
That was so much fun. It felt like having a conversation with myself from a year ago, and a lot has changed in the past year. Yeah, I'm so curious to see what I get up to in 2026. I think my next video will be a 2026 goals video, so I can do the same thing next year and just reflect. But yeah, I will say one of the things that I've loved doing this year is making content of everything that I've been up to, and yeah, I'm so curious to see what I'll get up to next year and the content I'll be making. I am wishing you all the best for 2026, and I'll see you in my next video.